Is looking at Lagos and this new sort of development that's happening off the coast called the Eko Atlantic City. Began in 2009 with the idea of basically providing sort of a new sort of business residential commerce district that was also going to double as like some climate protection. So it was going to, basically sort of built up out of the sea, you know, partially for climate sort of adaptation, sustainability, kind of this idea of like a smart city. It's going to be sustained, like the energy will be sort of sustainable, sort of, it's going to have sort of 24/7 power. It's going to have its own power grid. It's going to be sort of landscaped in like a very nice way. They're going to have like 110,000 trees on this island, and you know it's got this very sort of futuristic sort of skyline. They've made a point to sort of say that this island is going to be like a self-contained unit. You know, where we tend to think about infrastructure as being sort of available as a public good for everybody. You know, that the investment sort of being sort of directed in such a way where, you know, some sort of, you know, some parts of the population get this, you know, these benefits and most other people don't. So it's the problem is like it's this very sort of exclusive space for you know, for a very sort of elite kind of population. So, you know, on the one hand, the architects and the developers say that, you know, that this will be perhaps like a housing solution for Lagos. But you think about the fact that, well, Lagos is around 21 million people right now, and this development is only going to have space for 250,000 residents. So literally, you have you know, sort of 1% of the population, like the rich of the rich, that will basically be living there. This is going to be like a quite exclusive area that most residents of Lagos won't really have any access to. You know, sort of the end result is you basically have sort of these urban settings that are now sort of dividing sort of the urban population into climate haves versus, you know, climate have-nots. And so it kind of reminds me of, you know, if you like the film like Blade Runner, or some of these old sort of you know, films where you have sort of this, you know, sort of, you know, the elites sort of are able to sort of use like a climate crisis or some environmental collapse as a way to sort of reshape and respace the city in a way that sort of benefits you know, a few at the expense of the majority of the folks that live there.